Welcome to Tangling along with me. We are continuing on tanglepatterns.com, and today it is this pattern that we are going to do, and that is yet another flower pattern. So I just opened my book to the page that we are working on, and this is actually a fill pattern, so I could put that in here where we have the room for it, so I'm gonna do that. I'm going to take my black Micron PN for this. I'm starting with kind of a big orb. It could be in the middle or to the side, that's all up to you. Actually, I think I'm going to start it a bit to the side today. So I'm just putting in a big orb, and then I'm making a cross, and I'm doing that one more time in this one. And then I'm placing a tiny black orb or dot or whatever here on the ends on that. So now we are started. Now I'm going to make like petals on a flower all the way around this one. How many numbers you have around here, that doesn't actually really matter. And in here I'm going to make kind of an arrow pointing into the middle here, and again placing an orb on each of these lines. So I'm gonna do the same thing in each of these petals. There we go. Then I'm going to place a petal from around the middle on each of them to the next middle petal. And I'm just gonna do that all the way around. There we go. And again, I am doing the arrow pointing into the middle of this flower thing. And again, I'm gonna do that in each of these. And just like that, we're continuing. So I'm going to start on one of these and end on the middle on the next one. And I'm just gonna continue all the way around my flower. Let's do that again. And you're just continuing with these lines until you hit some of your other tangles or your string. So you end up with a big flower on the page. And now I'm just going to make the arrow with the dots on each of these petals. There we go. That's all there is to this pattern. So it's kind of very simple. Let's see, I'm gonna take my graphite pen right away, and I'm gonna place some graphite all the way around this inner orb using my Tortillions to soften it out. Then I'm gonna do it around the next petals here. Like that. Okay, I'm taking my Tortillions and soften it out. I'm just gonna keep doing that around each of these petals. I'm just gonna turn it around and do the other side here. And right here as well. There we go. So I have my heart around here, my heart shape. It's going from here to around here. So I'm just gonna place the outer shadow here along this flower, so that I know exactly where my heart shape is, and just soften that up with my Tortillions. And there we go. I'm actually thinking of making a shadow here along this line here as well. Just smoothing it out. There we go. Like that. Just let's turn this around and see. I want some white in there, so I'm just gonna take my white charcoal and place a tiny bit of white here at the top of these petals. This is optional, but I think it would give it a little more depth maybe. A little more color in there. There we go. I like that. So that was the pattern for today. It was this pattern right here. I think that turned out really neat. Now it's almost, the first heart is almost done. So that's gonna be really neat. Thank you for watching. Have an attitude of gratitude.